In the annals of history, few stories captivate the imagination as much as those of young individuals who rise to extraordinary circumstances. One such story is that of Lo Manh Hung, a child photojournalist during the Vietnam War. The Vietnam War, one of the most brutal and controversial conflicts of the 20th century, left an indelible mark on the world. It was a war that not only involved soldiers but also civilians, including children. Among these children was Lo Manh Hung, who picked up a camera at an incredibly young age and began documenting the war from a unique perspective. Born in 1961 in Saigon, Lo Manh Hung was thrust into the chaos of war at a tender age. While other children were playing, Hung was learning the art of photography from his father, a professional photographer himself. But what started as a hobby soon became a lifeline for Hung and a voice for many who had none. Hung's first photographs were simple, capturing the everyday life of people around him. But as the war intensified, so did the focus of his lens. He began photographing the war-torn streets of Saigon, the struggles of the people, and the faces of soldiers. These images, raw and unfiltered, provided an intimate glimpse into the war from a child's perspective. Despite his young age, Hung's photographs quickly gained recognition. His work was published in local newspapers and even caught the attention of international media. Historians and journalists alike were struck by the stark honesty in his images, pictures that could only be captured by someone living through the war, yet unburdened by the biases and agendas of adulthood. But being a child photojournalist in a war zone was far from easy. Hung faced constant danger, navigating bombings, gunfire, and the ever-present threat of death. His camera became both a shield and a weapon, a way to protect himself and others by bearing witness to the horrors around him. After the war, Hung's life took many turns. He continued his passion for photography, but the images he captured as a child remained his most powerful legacy. Today, Lo Manh Hung is remembered not just as a photojournalist, but as a symbol of resilience, a reminder that even in the darkest times, a child's perspective can bring light to the world. Hung's story is a testament to the power of storytelling through photography. His images, frozen in time, continue to speak to us, offering a unique window into a war that claimed so many lives. But more than that, they show us the strength and courage of a young boy who dared to document the truth. As we look back on the Vietnam War, let us remember Lo Manh Hung not just as a child photojournalist, but as a witness to history, whose lens captured the humanity amid the horror.